We'll continue with admission of a partner in the reconstitution of partnership, and admission of a partner is section B in the chapter 2. Admission of a partner is a very important chapter, probably the most important chapter in your syllabus this year. So let's start. I already explained to you that what does admission of a partner mean. So there are some very important changes that take place when admission of a partner take place. Basically, the reconstitution of the firm takes place, which means the constitution of the firm is altered or changed. So what are the most important things in the constitution of the firm? The first one is the change in the profit sharing ratio. Now we know that when a new partner comes in, the profit sharing ratio is changed. How is it changed? Let me explain you with the help of this example. Suppose this is a pizza, right? This is a pizza and two people are supposed to eat it. So if one pizza is to be divided among two people, they can simply cut it into half and divide 1, 2. Correct? Now suppose a third person enters into the picture. Now, if one pizza is to be divided among three people, the pizza is to be divided up appropriately. Means the pizza can be divided like this, correct? Or it can be divided like this. Sorry, right? So, as you can see, first the old partners were having a larger part of pizza, right? Now when the new partner comes, someone is having to sacrifice, right? Now this belongs to 1, this belongs to 2, and this belongs to 3, new partner. So this share which the new partner is getting, we can say that this share 3, the third partner has got from the sacrifice of 1 and 2. If 1 and 2 did not sacrifice something from the whole pizza, then C would not get anything. So we can say that whenever a new partner joins a firm, something is sacrificed by the old partners for the new partner, because the pizza always remains one, because there is only one pizza always, right? Now that pizza is to be divided among the new partners appropriately, as you have been told in the sums. Suppose the whole pizza is one, right? Whole pizza is one. Now they say that the new partner will get 1/4 share. 1/4 share means they will get 1/4 of the pizza. Correct? Correct. Old partners were A and B. New partner is C. Now they have said that C will get 1/4 of the profit sharing ratio. In our case, 1/4 of the pizza. So C is getting this part. Now we can say that the remaining part belongs to A and B, right? Now this remaining part is how much? This is 3/4. Correct? I hope no confusion till now. This 3/4 belongs to A and B, right? And this 1/4, it belongs to C. Okay. Now the work is not completed over here. In today's class only, I'll teach you how to calculate the new profit sharing ratio, but this is the whole idea. The whole idea is that the whole profit sharing ratio always remains 1, and the old partners have to sacrifice something from their part in order to give it to the new partner. Okay. The second most important change is known as goodwill. Goodwill is the name and reputation made by the partners of a partnership firm. When a new partner enters into the firm, the old partners demand something for the goodwill. Now, why is it so? This is because the old partners have worked very hard to make the name and fame of their partnership firm, and the new partner who is coming after so many years, he can enjoy the name and fame of the partnership firm for free. The old partners do not agree on this. They say that we have worked very hard and we cannot give you the name and fame and reputation of the firm to enjoy for you for free. You have to pay some money to us, right? You have to pay some money to us for the goodwill. Okay, along with the capital is a separate thing, but you have to pay money for the goodwill. So how to pay money for the goodwill? We already know that how to calculate goodwill, right? In the previous classes we studied that how goodwill is calculated, correct? Now how is this done? This, how does the new partner, suppose A, how does the new partner give the money of the goodwill? Suppose A and B were old partners and C is the new partner. Now we have calculated the goodwill, and the goodwill comes to 2 lakhs, suppose, right? The value of goodwill comes to 2 lakhs, correct? Now A and B have 3/4 and C has 1/4 share. Okay, so in the goodwill, what is the part of the C? Listen to me, yes, I'm sorry, very carefully. This is a very important thing. The total value of goodwill is 2 lakh and the share of C is 1/4. Correct? So C will not pay whole 2 lakhs. C will not pay whole 2 lakhs. Why? Because C has only 1/4 share. Why will he pay the whole of goodwill? In this goodwill, A and B also have share, right? There is the share of A and B also. So C will pay only his part, means C will pay 1/4 of 2 lakhs is equal to 50,000 only. Okay, so this is the meaning of paying the value of goodwill. First we'll calculate the whole value of goodwill, then we'll see how much the new partner is getting, right? The new partner will not pay whole 2 lakhs in any case. The new partner will pay only his share of goodwill. So his share of goodwill is only 1/4, correct? So 2 lakh into 1/4 is equal to 50,000. Now this 50,000 will be paid by C to A and B, correct? This will be paid by C to whom? This will be paid by C to A and B. Now this 50,000 will be divided among A and B in the sacrificing ratio. We learn to calculate the sacrificing ratio. This is very important. So what is happening over here? Some money is being paid by C to A and B. For what? For the value of goodwill. This is the story of goodwill. Okay. So goodwill is the most important thing. Means every good student, means what to say, they are always stuck in this thing, goodwill thing. Okay, so it's very important to learn very carefully. Okay, so the next thing is reserve and surplus, sorry, revaluation of assets and liabilities. We already know what is revaluation of assets and liabilities, right? I don't have to repeat myself. What is revaluation of assets and liabilities? As the value of assets and liabilities are revalued, and they are written at their revised or revalued figures. Next is reserve and surplus. Now reserve and surplus is are the savings or reserves that the old partners have saved for so many years. Why is reserve made? A reserve is made so that any unexpected expenses can be, any accident or any liability, it can be managed with the help of reserve and surplus. So this reserve and surplus is saved from the profits, correct? From the profits of the firm. By whom? By the old partners. The old partners have sacrificed their share of profit. Suppose the profit for the year was 1 lakh. Both of the partners decided that we'll share 60,000 and 40,000 will go to reserve. So year after year after year, they did this thing and they saved so much money, correct? Now when the new partner comes, they cannot give this reserve money to the new partner, obviously not. Why? Because it's their hard earned profit, which was deposited into the reserve and surplus. So what happens when the new partner comes? This reserve and surplus, it is distributed among the old partners, right? This reserve and surplus, what happens? It gets distributed among the old partners in the old profit sharing ratio. Suppose the whole reserve was 1 lakh rupees, so 1 lakh should be distributed among A and B in the old profit sharing ratio. Last we have partners capital account. We will do everything revaluation of assets and liabilities, and change in profit sharing ratio and goodwill changes, and at last we'll calculate the partner's capital account, that at the end of the year what is the capital of each partner. And believe me, this is the most hectic thing. Making partners capital account is the most complicated thing, because not only the new partners capital account will be changed, the old partners capital account will also be changed. Why? How is it changed? Because the old partners are getting goodwill money, then the old partners will distribute the revaluation profit, then they will distribute the reserve and surplus profit. So all these things change the old profit, change the old capital of the old partners. Okay, so this was an introduction class, basically to admission to a partner. Okay, in the next class we will start with the change in the profit sharing ratio. So if you have any queries, please email me at nazam.sma@outlook.com. Thank you.